What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Um, Title of this thing, planned pregnancy versus or planning pregnancy. Reason I say that, you gotta excuse me, I'm looking at my phone. Is because some people plan to have a baby, and some people plan to have a baby. Difference is this: when you plan pregnancy, usually both people know. They're like, hey, we're having a child together. And that's a good thing, Come together, you prepare for the situation, you get it in, and then voila. But there are other people who are planning pregnancy. And those are the kind of people who seem to always have problems, you know. Say everybody, they dealing with a deadbeat dad or deadbeat mom or, trifling. It's because of people planning pregnancy. And when you plan in pregnancy, anyway, um, normally the person doesn't know. They don't. You just wanted to have a baby. And you can care less if they know or not. You want what you want. And somewhere along the line, when that happens, the person becomes, you, you get caught. And it destroys the relationship between you people. That's why a lot of times people want to say they don't know why them and their, you know, child's fa- child's father or mother acts the way they do. It's because they figured out that you were planning to get pregnant before them. See, guys do it. That's the guys you talk about with poke holes and condoms and shit like that. I wanted to keep her. And they do it for a twisted reason because them guys want to get you pregnant so they can have access to your vagina for at least 18 years if they play their cards right, which is stupid. But the funny thing is, those guys normally try to stay in their kid's life for the most part, but in a way, you don't know if it's because of the kid or trying to get some cooch. The girls that do it, they look at differently because of how they go about doing it. Like a girl to do it, and she be trying to get pregnant by you or a couple other people at the same time, and somebody just happens to be the unlucky winner. You know, excuse me, trick or treat candy. Yeah, I love it. Anyway, um, what happens is at some point, I'm so wrong for that. At some point, you find yourself in an untrustworthy situation with an untrustworthy individual because you were planning to get pregnant. If a guy plans to get a girl pregnant, he might get multiple women pregnant because he's just being reckless like that because he wants kids. Never said he wanted the responsibility of being a father, just wanted kids. Selfish. Same thing when girls do it. But at the end of the day, the only problem I have with it, besides that it's some low down stuff to do to somebody, is that normally the person who is planning to get pregnant or planning to get somebody pregnant wants to play the victim. Not cool. They want to act like, oh, I've done all I can, I'm tried. No, 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 no. You're lying. Because if you did it on purpose without somebody else knowing, you knew you was going to stick them with the responsibility. So it causes a big, big issue. And a lot of times, I think this is why we have all these situations with children and men and women going back and forth because a lot of the times that's what's happening. People people are planning to be pregnant or to get somebody pregnant without the other person's knowledge or consent. Not saying, and there's some people along the lines who just having sex and they just reckless and they wind up with a baby. I ain't talking about them though. I'm talking about the people who deliberately do it. You know people who deliberately do it. Those, like I said, the dudes that poke holes in condoms or going raw and then talking about and then say I'm gonna pull out and then oh it feels so good and they just, you know, trifling. The girls who say I'm on the pill, I'm on the shot, and they ain't been on the pill or they stopped taking the pill and they ain't been on the shot, and you know they're supposed to get another one, never got it, and then they look at you, and the same people look at you. You need to handle your responsibility. Come on, dude. You front. You front. And then that's when you gotta just, cut off ties with them. I hate to say that, but that's how come a lot of people get pregnant, have a kid, or you see people that's pregnant and they're not with the person they got pregnant with, or that's holding their baby, because eventually, if it's like that, the chickens came home to root. The chickens came home to roost on that situation, and the other person found out that they got set up and they're not cool with it. So, that's all I'm saying about that. Peace.